Did you see that Tushy's now has
Wipes?
Yeah,
dude. I messaged
That's
them
the
the other
fucking
day.
smartest thing they've ever done.
So smart.
How do I turn mic down?
Well, how do you turn your mic up?
Punch him in the face.
No, I mean Mike.
I know. We turn your headset down.
Understood.
All right.
Are we ready to go?
I'm ready.
Yeah, been ready.
Been ready.
Been ready, born ready.
Been ready, man.
Yeah. I have a full-time job.
I don't even know how he caught that clip.
I don't know either. I think Heather was just on a rant one day at her
it
old
was, and I
office,
just
and then you
pressed
just like
record.
record and then stop. Like,
For those of you that haven't heard it before, this is the best sound clip ever.
I have a full-time job.
I just don't know.
It sounds like it's from like a reality show.
I have
yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
Because Anyway.
she could be on reality TV.
So, welcome back. I don't even know who's supposed to be hosting today. I think it's Christian. I'm making it
I don't
Christian.
know either.
I'm making it Christian. There you go.
Well, what up,
Ryan's
guys?
on with us, in
He
case you guys
is.
don't know. Ryan Kurrle with First Home Mortgage.
Yeah,
Thought
really
Christian was
excited.
hosting.
Yeah, Mike
Take charge.
got the spotlight. Ryan, dude, it's been so long since you've been on.
Yeah.
It's probably been. Well, I think it was virtual, right?
It was definitely. I feel like we were Facebook Live or something. I don't even know.
What?
We had a
Oh, wait.
podcast at Berkshire, but he was on it, and that was 2 years ago.
I haven't done it here.
Yeah, no. You
Ouch,
have
did it.
I'm offended.
We did it quickly at the customer appreciation.
Oh
party.
yeah, we did do that. We got a couple out of that one.
That wasn't like a full episode or anything.
No,
Right.
no.
True,
But then we had it at our old office.
Yeah.
I can't remember if you were here in person or virtual. It was me, Andre, and I think you were there. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
But it was
either.
a long time, man.
It was forever.
I
yeah.
can't, and also I can't believe that we got this to work out. I texted you like Thursday or Friday of last week. He's like, "Hey, can you join the podcast today or on Monday?" He's like, "Yeah." I was
Yeah.
like, I was not expecting that. So
Bang.
fuck yeah.
Look at
Monday
you go.
afternoon. My calendar's usually pretty open because that's like catching up on stuff.
Yeah,
But
usually
it
we don't have
worked out.
settlements on Monday unless it's today. Right. In which case we do have a settlement. So
I was supposed to have one too, but had
What?
to get extended. Yeah. But nonetheless, man, really excited to have you. I don't even really know what our topic is today, but how you been, man?
Good.
Yeah.
How's everything going on in like the personal life? You know, I know we do quite a bit of business together, but
Yeah, everything's good. Just having fun.
Yeah.
You know?
I saw you yesterday for Easter grilling, man.
Yeah.
Dude, what was that all
Yeah, was
about?
that a
I didn't-
new grill?
Yeah, that was cool.
That was a grill that I inherited from my father-in-law. He had
Holy
like 12
jeez.
grills.
Yeah, he would.
So I think we have 4 of his old grills at our
So-
house in our backyard.
I got to meet.
Is he a grill
Jordan's
master?
dad
Like
one
he
time.
got a master class for grilling?
He was the master of the masters.
So the thing about Jordan's dad was that he was one of those like quiet, underspoken, but you could tell like he knew.
Yeah.
He knew anything there was to know, and he was the type of person that was like, I could do that, right? Like I could do that,
And he could.
and so it doesn't surprise me that he had all these different grills. And this thing was like I don't know, it's like the green egg before the green egg. It's like a hibachi grill.
yeah, yours like a
It's
giant
an
flat
Evo.
top,
It's-
right?
it's like a Blackstone, but it's a circle.
Yeah.
And we did fajitas yesterday.
Yeah, look like you
in
had
honor
shrimp.
of Easter, traditional Easter meal. Do fajitas.
There you
So
go.
I was chatting about this with my mom yesterday. I can't stand like holiday ham.
No, I would go out farther and say that ham is the worst of all of the meats.
Is
Yeah.
that what people eat on Easter? Because I was trying to think, like, what do we cook for Easter?
It's
I'm like,
awful.
I don't know.
So
It's awful.
we'll have
I hate
ham for
ham.
Easter, and we'll have ham sometimes. I want to say for around Christmas time as well.
Yeah.
but I can't stand it. Like it reminds me of like a school lunch. Like we got to take it
Yeah.
up just a little bit more.
So-
and, like,
I actually like ham. I
and-
don't eat it a
no,
lot,
no, no.
but when
My-
I do eat it,
my
I like
uncle then made a great ham. He smoked it, but just me like a meal kind of thing. I don't know. I'm always just partial
Yeah.
to it.
So here's my thing, right? Growing up, we didn't eat a lot of ham. It wasn't our thing. But my dad made ham steak. And if you know what ham steak is, it's basically a steak, but it's ham. So it's this big, and it's thick, and it's just ham. And it's
I
disgusting.
don't think I've ever had that.
And my dad used to make it with pineapples. Apparently that's like a thing. You put a pineapple on it, whatever, and the flavor and whatever. So as a child, I hated ham so much, but I loved pineapple. So I would like slice the pineapple up super small so that I could put one piece of pineapple on every single piece of ham because he would make me eat like the whole thing, you know? Or you can't have any dessert, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. So Yeah, I never liked ham. And even now, when we're slicing and we're serving at Richardson Farms, or if we're having dinner like we had ham the other night for Easter, I just...
Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys always do like the fajita stuff? Is that... No?
Like we were trying to think yesterday, like what did we eat last year? We had no idea. We couldn't even think of it.
Bro, I was like a little jealous seeing you grill up on there. I was
it
like,
was
that
good.
looks
It's
great,
fun
man.
too, just like being outside. The weather's nice.
Oh yeah, dude. Weather
The
yesterday
double
was great
spatulas.
too.
Yeah,
Is that it looked like a pizza stone. Like it looked thick. It
it's
didn't
like
look
a cast iron.
Oh. And then it had a flame from the middle? Or
It's
was
got
the
two
flame...
flames. It's got two flames on each side of, I guess, half of the circle. Yeah.
That's
cool.
training for dad
Propane.
mode, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys excited
Doing what?
for dad mode?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know I've been a dad for a while.
Right, yeah,
now it's just the reality.
Right. We need to get the cowboy grill for the fire pit because you could do the same thing in the fire pit.
Is
I
it the
just
one
don't
where
do
you
it.
just plop it in the middle of the fire pit and then you can cook on it?
Well, in my particular setup, we have the pole that comes out, and so it just like goes onto that pole.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you remember. It must be similar to Zach's when we were at his house.
Same thing. He had a pole.
Yeah, yeah.
And we just
Or is it like a solo stove or a normal fire?
So
or-
in my case, it's something similar. I don't think it's a solo stove, but it's something
same
similar.
concept.
But in the one that Christian's talking about, we had dude, this thing is probably 5-6 feet wide.
Yeah.
Fire, like burn pit.
Yeah.
And it's 11:45 and everybody's
No,
been
it was
drinking
like
all day.
1:30 a.m. or like 1 a.m. It was.
And this
it was
dude,
late.
like, just whipping around like, a stick basically.
Yeah.
And we're like, what is this dude doing? It's dark, whatever. And he takes this thing and he just slams it in the middle of the fire. You're like, what in the world? He's like, yeah. He's got his cast iron. He's got everything else. So he sets up a little cowboy grill and he made breakfast sandwiches, like bacon and eggs and everything right there on top
That's
of the
awesome.
fire.
But it's also
It was
like
so cool.
like they have, I guess, free range chickens. Like they just have like a little farmhouse. And
So he
some
took
land.
the chicken.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
when we got there, I didn't realize how many chickens he had. They were all in like the little, I guess, coop.
Yeah.
And he took his like thing of feed in the garage next door. He's like, "Hey, Christian, watch this," and just launched it all into like the yard. And this like angry mob of chickens came out of this thing. Probably 40 to 60
At
of
least,
them.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And they have like, these little red ones and these little black and spotted colored ones and this and this and this.
There was
And
one
they
that was
all
going around
make
assaulting
different
people.
eggs and they all do this different stuff and I don't aspire to that. I do enjoy it, but I feel like
just-
you aspire to that.
I don't know if I aspire to it, but like a good late
She's a
night
chicken
breakfast Sammy, dude, that was wild,
was-
and it was so good. Chickens, the eggs that are like free range, like out like that, I feel like do have a different taste than ones that are
Yeah, I'm
not.
sure. Yeah.
For sure.
And so it just hits so different. And then he
Fresh.
had some pork roll.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't even get me started on that.
What a day.
Are you not a pork roll fan?
No.
I like pork roll on a
Dude.
sandwich.
I could eat it plain.
Yeah.
I could tear it up.
Like my proteins were chicken and steak, right? Like we didn't even do much shrimp as a kid. We didn't do
I didn't do pork roll as a
fish,
kid.
or we didn't do like salmon. We didn't have sushi until we had our trade student come stay with us from Japan, and then we had vegetable sushi, which is terrible. But like, I was very limited as a child.
Okay. Well, me too. I had boxed dinners almost every night.
Box dinners.
Yeah, yeah.
When you say box dinners, do you mean TV dinners?
TV dinners,
Like the
and
ones that
also,
you throw in the microwave?
There's that, and then there's just shit ingredients that come in a box, and there's like add water, turn the fucking oven on, bam.
Oh,
you got
like you mean fucking
Like pasta.
rice-a-roni.
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Let me tell you, I will give a big shout out to rice-a-roni. That stuff is delicious.
I don't know. At some point, I feel like you get a little like tired of it.
In college, we used to live on Hamburger Helper.
Yeah.
That was like the
Hamburger
best
Helper
roommate
slaps.
meal
Yeah.
ever. Oh my gosh. Felt like we
Middle
were
of
eating
the
like
night,
kings.
our like midnight snack would always be like whatever leftovers we could scrounge from the restaurant. So we'd get like vegetables and broccoli and French fries and like nothing of substance, right? And then we would take a thing of ground beef and some pasta and we'd
You'd find
whip up
a
something.
way to make it work.
Yeah.
yeah.
Got to make it work.
Do you have a go-to meal? Because on here, we send out like a little questionnaire to get to know our guests a little bit on a deeper level. But I see that you would want a private chef if a genie gave you 3 wishes.
Really?
Yeah, which sounds awesome.
Yeah.
But if there was like something that you would want kind of on the regular, like this has to be something they make that they do very well, what would it be?
On the regular. Probably a good ribeye.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like a good steak meal, finished and dressed. I could get with that.
I don't even need it dressed.
I think my thing about a private chef would be someone to prepare something fresh every day. It wouldn't even matter if it was ribeye or salmon or sushi or like I wouldn't
could
care.
agree with that.
But having someone that says, "Oh, this is what we're doing today." One of my favorite things is when I come home and Amanda's like, "Oh," in the middle of making something, she's all excited about making something, and then it turns out to be really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Even if it's not awesome, it's just like it's so refreshing to not eat the same boxed dinner.
I'm telling you,
sure.
dog. I'm telling you. And then like searching for places, one of the things I miss is being able to like, I can make my own meal at home for sure, but just like having the piece of my own place to do stuff like that, throw in some music, chill out. And
Are you looking for a house?
I'm looking for everything at this
Does anybody know a good real estate agent?
What is everything? What else are
I'm
you
my
looking
own
for?
worst client at this point, and you guys
For
both know
sure.
that. But yeah, dude, the being able to cook like a nice meal myself, and I don't know, it's something that I miss, and I think it ties into having my own place. Like when I did it at Amanda's old house in Annapolis, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you don't ever come cook for us anymore.
Well, I haven't been over in quite some time. I swung by the other day when we
You
were
haven't
going to the
cooked
range.
in even longer.
Yeah, you're right. And I have a stainless steel pan that I'm waiting to break in, but I'm
Oh
not
my
using it
gosh.
until I get my own new place. Anyways, you have a kid on the way.
Yep.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
I don't know how deep you want to go into it, or if you can, or if you know, how people have like certain, I don't know, like kid etiquette, I guess. Like when people,
Etiquette?
yeah, I guess. Like I've asked people who are like, they have a kid on the way, and they're like, oh, like they get real, I don't know, sensitive's not the right word.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, we're super urban, you know us.
do you know what sex or like boy, girl?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Is that a
I didn't know
secret?
that you knew that.
Is
Oh
that
no,
a-
I did know that you knew that. You found out early.
Yeah, we found out pretty early. No, we told our family and a good bit of friends. There's probably some friends that don't know.
Do you
but
mind me asking?
It's going to be a boy.
Hell yeah! You got some golf clubs for him yet?
Not yet, but he will.
Bro, I just saw Amanda's best friend's son. So he's 6, and he was swinging a golf club for the first time, and he just looks so like, I don't know, comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like when you're that little, everything is easier. When you're skiing and you're that little, you're just like do, and I'm like going down the mountain like right next to them, like gonna fall.
I also
you know,
feel
there's like
So close to the ground already.
Right.
You know?
low center
Also,
of gravity.
the no fear that you have as a kid. Like you don't know fear yet. So when you're like staring down this mountain as a kid, you're like, oh, what's like, you don't even think about the worst thing that could happen, or
Right.
like eating shit, right?
Right.
But then also as we age, I feel like if I were to eat crap like I did on my mountain bike last year, like the consequences are much more severe, and it takes way longer to recover.
Yeah, and you know the problem with golf? The problem
I don't
with
think
golf
there is a problem with golf. I
No,
don't know.
the problem with golf is that you're either a golfer or you play golf, right?
Okay.
And so if you're a kid, you have the opportunity to become a golfer. But when you start at like 20, 23, 25, you don't become a golfer. You play golf for the rest of your life, and you're awful, and it's miserable, and everyone makes fun of you. So when you start them early, they can just be a golfer, and they can live a good life.
I don't know, man. I'm not a golfer. I say I'm above average. Does that just mean I play
You
golf?
play golf.
Really?
I mean, here's my take.
I don't know if I consider myself a golfer either, but like I feel like Ryan can attest my driver shot the last couple of times we've gone out, seeing it go straight is like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like
Feels good.
First
Yeah.
time for everything. and then Chris is like, all right, ready?
You get
Look,
that
I've
on
been doing this-
camera? You get that on camera?
I've been doing this all day. I was out here yesterday, played really great. Every shot went straight. Let me get it. And then, choo! It's like, whoa!
I feel like that's how I am with a lot of things, like whether it's like shooting or golf or the mountain biking or the gym. Like I try to get like a lot into like everything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I try to be, I don't want to say I try to be an expert at it, but I like really learning new things and like taking that to
So for me, it's more like the experience, right? Like I just want to do it. I don't really care to be good at it, right? When we go fishing, right? Well, we've been fishing, right? Like I don't want to hold anybody to the fire here, but we go fishing.
I told you to book it. I put it on you this year.
So going fishing, like it's fun. And I've been out fishing with one guy or two guys, and it's a lot of fun. And you get all like, oh, I need to buy my own rod and tackle box and all this other stuff. And I eventually got to this point, specifically with fishing. It was like, dude, what if I just give you guys some money, right? Like 20, 40 bucks every time we go out. You guys stack your tackle boxes. You want me to bait my line and shit like that?
I feel like this is the classic real estate agent, though.
I think you put the bait on a hook too. I don't think you put it on the line.
Even better, right? Like, you know, I'll put it right on the line and just like let it go out the back, right? It's twirled up into the motor. Don't worry about it. I don't even care. Like, oh, you didn't catch anything? No, I had a great time. For me, it's the experience. It's not like becoming really good. And the thing that I specifically like about golf, because Ryan's, I would call you an avid golfer. I don't know.
Would you say he's a golfer? Or he plays golf?
Well, he keeps score. Like when we're playing 4 of us together, we're like, Ryan, you want a drink? He's like, no, I got to get a better score. I'm like,
That's not true. That's not true. Do I want the better score? Yes, but I also want the drink.
When I'm on par, I'll have a drink. For me, it's like, nah, I'll skip this hole and go to the next one. You know, you're more.
But I feel like that's part of the experience. Like you play every hole and like every hole's new. Like
I mean, I agree. But just for me, I just don't care.
I think there's also, like you talk about the difference between a golfer and playing golf. Mm-hmm. Like when you just play golf, the nice thing is you don't have any expectations. It's like you don't care
That
what
is
you go out
true.
there and shoot. Eventually, when you hit a certain point, when you become a golfer, then it's like you want to shoot this score, and then you're super angry if you don't like shoot a good
and-
score. And then
all right,
that
so-
like takes away from the experience. And I'm not like quite there, you know. Like I still have fun no matter what.
My perspective is there's a lot of golf courses around, and they're all wildly different, right? If you go over to the other side of the bridge, there's Queenstown. Have you ever played Queenstown?
Yeah.
So super beautiful course, pretty low, pretty straight for relative, right? And it's right on the water. I mean, it doesn't get much more scenic than that. But then you can also go out into like Western Maryland and you can hit some of these courses. Like I think it's Westminster National. It's a public course, but they've got drops on like a par 3. It drops 70 feet.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's crazy, and it's fun. And
Right.
for me, it's the experience. I don't really care. I'll throw the ball. Like if I could get it onto the green with a throw, like let's
have you
go.
seen that? They actually have like some sort of like golf sport where you put it in like a little like lacrosse thing almost.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
forget
yeah.
what that's called. I've seen ads for that before.
Yeah, very interesting when I see the YouTube.
Well, they
videos pop
also
up.
do the same thing, foot golf or
Foot
whatever.
golf, yeah.
and then frisbee
Soccer.
golf.
Yeah, disc
Well,
golf.
frisbee golf, disc golf is totally different.
I mean, it's just anotlike golf. What do you mean?
They don't use a golf course, but it's very similar. Get the
I
disc
guess.
in the basket instead of ball in the hole.
Like walk the dog, walk the hedgehog. Like they're the same. No, you're a freak if you walk the hedgehog.
Do
right?
you have a favorite golf course?
Probably.
I think
Sorry,
you're
sorry.
obligated to say you're a course here. I think that's an
Yeah.
obligation with membership.
yeah, but other than my course, I would
In
say
Maryland, though. In Maryland.
Rum Point in Ocean City.
Rum Point.
I've ever
Rum
First
Point.
of all, it's not in Ocean City.
Yeah, it is. It's in
Where?
West Ocean City. Down 611.
Right. Isn't that still Berlin?
No, West Ocean City.
Oh, well, who knew? Learning things.
It looks
There's
like it's like right on the water almost, too.
It is. There's like three or four courses on that strip. You got Rum Point, you have Eagles Landing,
Eagles
then like
Landing,
Ocean
that's the one that I
City
played.
Golf Club or something. They're all like down 611. But Rum Point, I think, just has the best views and it's the nicest course.
And like that for me is what I enjoy. Is just getting out. Shout out to Belfour Restoration Property Specialist. We're going to a charity golf event for them, and they do it in Raspberry Falls, Virginia. So it's far as heck for me, but it's beautiful and it's fun and it's like a change of pace from the normal course that I play. So for me, it's just an adventure. I will say I get super competitive about like closest to the pin and stuff like that because that's fun, right? But I'm not good enough to get competitive about like longest drive. I'm out there like, pew, 247 yards, awesome. And there's somebody like in my foursome that's like 372. Like, how did that just happen?
Right.
Dude, this guy that I play with, he's 3x me, and he drives straight as an arrow, and he hit one that was like 330 something. It was downhill and away, but still crazy.
I mean, so at what point do you just not take your clubs out of the bag and
I
get
did
out
it.
of the cart?
I'm not an idiot. I go.
You hit
let's
the other
go.
shots,
He
just not the
hits,
driver.
you're like, oh,
yeah.
take that one.
And
Yeah.
he's not great with his irons, so like we make a great foursome.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
We have a great time.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to the next time we get out. I know we had to postpone it due to
Yeah.
some event, but that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking
sure.
forward to it.
It always is fun.
And I'm trying to save up to get me some clubs too.
I have another set for you,
Do you?
but then you have to be willing to accept that they're not perfect.
Just go to second swing.
Well, I'm saving up money. saving up money for
or
that.
play it again.
I don't know where that is.
Play it again sports.
I would go to second swing because it's golf. It's only golf,
Yeah.
right? And the clubs are in good condition. You can get a
I've
decent
looked
set.
online from time to time.
Yeah, get a set that's $1,200 for
But it's just
$500.
I just get
that's used.
I just get into so many damn things. Right now, my thing is like shooting.
Yeah,
And I find a lot of fun in that. It's an expensive hobby for sure. And then same thing with like golf and
You
Right.
just start loading your own ammo,
what do you mean?
so you can make your own ammo.
Dude, what?
make your own
I've
ammo.
seen videos of that, and it's just too much. Yeah,
But at the rate that you shoot, you need to start.
why?
Because if you're launching off 60, 80, 100 rounds a week, right?
I would
a
say
day.
that's kind of. I wouldn't say a week, but probably in a month I've done. If you break down the numbers, yeah.
If you're buying 1,000 rounds every month or every 2 months, you take that and it's $1,000. Or you make your own ammo and it's $470.
Yeah, but like then I'm trading time. It's almost like you with your fishing line shit.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could make your own ammo.
Yeah, these dudes, they take the empty casings and they get bullets and
The
pack 'em
gunpowder,
and do the whole thing.
press them.
Yeah,
whatever.
it's impressive. I would
just
never
seems
do
like
it.
it just seems like it
But-
takes so long.
Would you be scared at all, like shooting the ammo that you made yourself? Like,
I don't
what if
know.
you did something wrong? I don't
YouTube
know.
is your best friend, honestly.
I don't know.
But like
I
that stuff,
find-
I will say like that kind of stuff because I'm not like very well trained in it. I hit up Ryan, by the way, another Ryan that does.
Oh,
training.
yeah.
I want to take some classes to get. I don't say my skills, but my knowledge, like the safety and everything around
Yeah.
that, more built up because I never grew up around guns. But I mean, yeah, that is probably a concern that I haven't really thought about. So thanks for adding to that.
You're welcome.
But speaking of like sports and like you have a kid on the way, have you and Jordan talked about like what sports your kid might play, or is
Oh
that?
my God. Jesus.
I wouldn't say.
Out of the womb, we're going to give him a golf club.
Well, you already know. Jordan's probably already come to that. Like he's playing golf, he's getting clubs.
Yeah, like she's definitely mentioned, like, oh, I bet you can't wait to take him to the course, and stuff like that. So we haven't really like discussed.
Well, right,
Like,
I just- yeah.
But yeah, we've definitely thought
Do
about
they
it.
make golf cart baby seats?
I don't think so because there's
Ooh.
nowhere to like clip the baby in, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I
secure.
agree.
They should.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do
Come
that
up
now.
with it
I think they
now.
might make some sort of
Stroller.
yeah, like
Walking
stroller that you
stroller,
can
yeah.
put your clubs
But
in.
no.
So
Nope.
Wait, to bring your kid to the golf course?
yeah,
Well, you
Wait,
said
well, you're right. I did say that, but when you said, do they make a golf cart to strap your kid in? I was thinking of a car seat that looked like a golf cart, not you have a golf cart and can attach your
that's
baby
actually
to
really
it.
funny,
Yeah.
but no. Or a stroller that looks like a golf cart. There's a business model.
Well, that's
what I'm
that's
saying.
what I
It's
just-
a push cart that
Yeah.
you can put the baby in and
No
also load
way
your clubs
on
and
God's
everything.
green earth. That's one of my things, right? Like, I don't think that I could consider myself a golfer
Right.
until I stop the elitist of I won't walk.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I probably won't do it myself, but it's cool.
I'm not walking.
Plus,
no way.
it's probably very expensive to buy one of those and then you use it a few times, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like the novelty of it. That's a novelty purchase.
People that
Yeah,
walk the
for
golf
sure.
course and have those little like
Pushing carts.
Well, there's some that are like remote control. You just take the little control out of your pocket and
Yeah, that's different. I
Yeah.
can do that.
They have like segways on some golf courses now.
But I'm not walking a golf course.
right.
I could be a professional. I'd be like, nah, call
Well, some
me not a
courses you
professional.
have to walk.
I know,
You
which
don't
is
have
why,
an
like,
option.
don't call me a golfer.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
yeah. I don't know.
But so to me, if you were gonna go, like, let's say you were gonna host a charity tournament. We're gonna manifest this. Right?
going to.
You're gonna host a charity tournament, golf tournament,
Oh, golf tournament.
golf
Okay.
tournament. Where would you host it?
That's a tough
Because
one.
now you have to think about like location, parking, availability, complexity, price.
Right. Price is like the biggest one. Because you got to play a course that isn't one of those courses that's charging $150 a round.
Yep.
Right. Because you're trying to raise money.
Yeah.
So you want people to spend more money on the fundraising than the golf part. So I feel like a lot of events will be held at Compass Point.
Yes.
They have like I think it's a north and south course. So they have 218. So there's a lot of availability. It's easy to get on.
Yep.
I've been to a few events at Renditions.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
where that
if
is.
that's in Anne Arundel County. That's
yeah,
the one
I was
that
gonna
mimics like famous golf holes. So
Oh,
they have
cool.
Amen Corner there. The
That's
holes at
cool. I didn't
Augusta.
even know that.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think of other courses. I mean, I go to a charity tournament at Mountain Branch in Harford County every year.
The one that we got together with a couple of those like real estate guys, Eisenhower.
Eisenhower,
I enjoed
yeah.
that course.
Yeah, Eisenhower's nice.
That was really
Shit,
nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Renditions.
And that one was in Anne Arundel as well.
Yeah.
I think in Crownsville. How did you get into golf?
My dad.
Okay.
Yeah, he played, and we just started going out playing together.
Do you guys still go out together and play?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
What age did you start?
I don't know. I probably started playing consistently in middle school.
Okay.
Because then I had like some friends that were playing too, and
Yeah.
we'd go and walk the golf course for $15 on a Saturday in the summer.
What do you mean?
Dropped off.
Go walk it.
Because you couldn't get a cart at that age, so you had to walk.
Okay.
So we go walk Geneva Farms in Harford County
You're
because it was
committed.
cheap.
That was wild.
Yeah. But when you're a kid, like you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I get dropped off at a golf course. I can walk around for 4 hours with my friends
Yeah.
and hit balls. Like it was a blast.
I
Right?
can only imagine.
Meanwhile, I was like going to Six Flags and like causing trouble in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So we had a lot of fun doing that. And then I feel like in college, I kind of didn't play a lot at all just because.
Weren't you playing like lacrosse and stuff in college?
Yeah. I played club lacrosse, played varsity my first year, and then club the next 3. So
Did you ever play like golf on a team or anything like that, like for school?
in high school for 2 years.
And where did you go to high school? That was up in Bel Air.
Bel Air. Yep.
What high school was that?
Bel Air.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
Bel Air
know there
High.
was.
Where do they play? Where's their home course?
Winners Run.
Where's that?
It's a private course in between like Bel Air and Forest Hill.
Getting good caps. Winters Run.
Promoting a whole bunch of golf courses.
Yeah.
At this point.
We better get some free rounds out of this.
Honestly, that'd be cool.
What is the one? Bel Air Country Club?
Maryland Golf and Country Club?
Maryland Golf and Country Club. I played there a couple times. That's a little challenging.
Yeah.
It's a fun course.
I think that was maybe Falston's course.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. Like, I don't know how old is Jeff Bisker?
Old.
I always forget that me and Ryan are much closer in age than I thought.
How does that relate to Jeff Bisker?
Because Jeff went to Falston, and I was going to say how much of a small world it is up there.
I think Jeff might be like 37, 39.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think he's that old.
Yeah, Ryan, you're 29.
30.
30.
Nice.
Close.
I always forget how like close we are in age.
Yeah.
which is
I
wild.
forget my age a lot as well. So it's fair.
It's the dad energy.
Yeah. A lot of times I'm like, Jordan, am I 30 or 31? She's
You're
like,
at
30.
Yeah.
I just asked yesterday. That's how I knew today.
Holy shitballs.
You have to be reminded every time you get up out of bed. Hey, so you're 30 years old.
right.
You got to go to work. We're at First Home Mortgage, and you have a couple files actually that we
Exactly. Alzheimer's at 30. I just randomly searched golf like near me, just randomly. Country Club of Maryland, Mount Pleasant, Clifton Park, Elk Ridge, Baltimore Country Club, Caves Valley, Fox Hollow, Pine Ridge, Forest Park, Suburban Club, Diamond Golf Club, Golf Course, Waverly Woods, which is beautiful, Fairways, Timbers, Carroll Park, and that's just in the city. Holy shitballs.
Yeah, there's a lot.
X Golf is on here, which I think that's cheating, but I'll take it.
Is that the place that we went to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Place
Really fun.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Really fun.
I like how they put the ball back on the tee for you. It
Yeah.
just kind of feeds it down, so I don't
Make
have
it
to
easy
lazy.
for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
All
mean,
right. So you said winter quarter. Where did you say you were going to host it?
What did I say? I don't remember. Compass Point.
Compass Point.
Yeah.
Right.
Said so many courses.
Yeah.
Compass
So,
Point. Yep.
What would be the charity that you guys would give to?
Lung Cancer Research Foundation.
Always. Why?
Because Jordan's dad, or my father-in-law, Alan, he lost his life to lung cancer.
Yeah. Gave his life to lung cancer. Lost his life to lung cancer.
I don't think you give your life.
Well, I mean,
Lost-
I don't know.
lost his-
cannot. Did you? I don't even want to say what I was gonna say to Mike. Did we go?
lost his battle to lung cancer.
Did
Okay.
How do you-
I don't know. It's interesting.
did you?
What?
I'm just gonna say it.
I'm listening.
Did your mom give her life to COVID?
I think so. I don't know. I never thought about it before.
Like you gave your
I
life.
didn't feel comfortable saying that, but
I
like
gave my life to my country.
All right,
You know,
well, so like when we're little, right?
Yep.
Watching Disney movies,
Uh-huh.
and then like Ariel gave her soul to Ursula. Boom.
That's different,
Roasted it.
though.
But she no longer had a soul.
I cannot.
Yeah.
Or a voice or something. I don't know.
I cannot.
Anyway, so The reason I ask is because Ryan is hosting a charity coming up in
May
3
3rd.
weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Just about 2 weeks.
Whatever.
A little over.
Yeah, 2.5 weeks, I guess.
Not even. May 3rd?
May 3rd?
That's
Or weekend.
a week and a half. Holy shit.
So it was 2 weeks from this past Saturday.
Yeah, so 2
Yep.
Saturdays from today, hosting a charity cornhole tournament.
Yep.
How much have you guys raised already?
About 7,000.
Holy
We gotta
shit.
get to 10.
Yeah, we will.
That was the goal, right?
Our goal's 15.
Okay.
The last 2 years we raised right around 10,000. So we're over 20,000 total for the 2 years
That's
that we've
awesome.
hosted the tournament.
So
You guys are already at 7.
Yep.
Well, that's 7 in sponsorships, ticket sales, donations,
Yeah.
right? Donations or no?
Yep. There's some donations in there, and so we've raised 77,000, and there's still some expenses that need to come out of that. But we should, based off where we are today, we should definitely be over 10,000.
Where do you get the cornhole boards from?
So we used to just ask all our friends,
Okay.
and just bring the cornhole boards, and we just have like 12 random cornhole boards there.
Yeah.
But this year we actually got connected with, I think it's called MD Cornhole.
Okay.
Another guy named Ryan runs it, and they just
Popular name
host
here.
cornhole tournaments. So they have like 1 million boards, and they bring them all for you. They help set up the tournament.
Interesting.
So that's going to take a lot off of us.
Okay.
So Jordan and I are actually going to play this year. We've never played before
Ooh.
because I've always organized the tournament, and we've just had so much to do. But this year it should be a little easier. So we're actually going to play on the tournament.
How long do you
fun.
think you'll last? And are you two a team?
Oh, how does it work?
We are
Is
a
it
team.
double elimination?
So what we've done in the past is
Who's the carrier and who's the reacher?
we've had like 4 teams in like a pool, and you play everybody in your pool, right?
Okay.
So you're guaranteed 3 games.
Got it.
And then from there, we eliminate half of the participants.
Got it.
So say we had 32 teams, we cut it down to 16, and then we do single elimination based off your seeding from pool play. So if you're like 3-0 and you have the highest point differential, you'll be the 1 seed.
Bro, I'm telling you, and also these people don't fucking play around. Like it is.
We'll probably have some competitive teams this
All right,
year.
so-
When I went, I got smoked every single game. I might have gotten maybe 3 points on the board, but the people that we played, even Drew and her husband were sinking them left and right. And
they're
I'm just
very
like,
good.
what the fuck did?
Yeah.
Like this is insane.
Well, he doesn't have anything better to do.
Well, yeah, that's your Southern Maryland joke.
He's like
but-
a regular old Southern Maryland dude. Like, let's shoot guns, drink beer, and play cornhole.
Yeah.
That's his life. Yeah.
Find time to work 75 hours a week.
Right.
And raise
Yeah.
2 kids.
Yeah, gosh.
God, I forgot they had 2.
Yeah.
But like, how long do you think you and Jordan will make it through, or how far?
I don't know. I think that we'll make it to the elimination round,
Okay.
but it's hard to say.
Who's the carrier and who's the reacher on your team?
I don't understand that question.
In
so
every
forgive me.
relationship dynamic ever in the history of man, there's a carrier and a reacher.
I've never heard
the
of that.
reacher. I get carry like, oh, I carry the team on my back. It's I guess.
Right.
But
What's
I
the
don't know the
reacher?
reacher.
The reacher
part.
is the other.
The,
Yeah, but
So
why?
the
someone-
not so carry person?
Because someone is carrying the team. Someone is leading. Someone is initiating.
Is the reacher just more like someone that's holding on?
The
Or-
reacher is the person that's following, and that dynamic can shift.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, especially in long-term relationships, marriages, things like that, that dynamic can shift, and it can shift back and forth and back and forth. But in every relationship on the face of the planet, there's a carrier and a reacher. Just think about it. Just like
No, I
Yeah.
hear you say. I just never have heard that saying before.
Like, imagine if you're with a significant other or a partner, and you say, "Hey,
I've
I
heard
think
of
we
hunter
should go
gatherer
to
before, you know.
I think we should
Same
go
thing.
to Sunday in the country." Right? And your partner goes, "Oh, that sounds like so much fun." And then you go, "Okay, cool. I'll buy tickets. I'll do this. I'll assemble a team. I'll do this." And your partner's like, "Yeah, what do you need me to do?" "Oh, I can do this." "Oh, I can." They're reaching. They're trying to follow, right? But the carrier is like more initiating. And in other situations, maybe you have something that's like, means something to them personally, or like you guys are running a charity event. One of you is more leading the charge. You could say you're even. You're not, right? It just doesn't exist. And at times there are moments where, especially in a marriage, you're down and they're supposed to carry you through, and then flip-flops. And
Yeah.
specifically to sports, I imagine Jordan, I imagine that she busts your ass when you don't fucking get points. That's just my imagination. But
She's very competitive.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when it comes to cornhole, and she would admit this too, I'd say that I'm the carrier.
But I feel like
I don't know
feel
if you're
like-
looking for a more broad
I
answer
feel
outside
like
of
that
cornhole,
is
but
true when it came to pickleball when we played. And like,
She's better at pickleball than she is at cornhole.
Well,
She's also got a little bit of like Southern Maryland into her though. So, but like, did she not grow up playing cornhole?
Not cornhole.
Bro,
no.
I didn't see a cornhole board until I was like 24.
But she's from Tracy's Landing.
I don't know.
That's.
I mean, we had a lot of cornhole in Hartford County. I guess that's like a little similar.
I feel like Hartford County and Calvert County are just
going into
the
a social
same
dynamic.
county, but just one's north, one's south. Like literally the same.
Let me
thing.
tell you when,
I don't like
and I'm
where
not
this
going to
is
go down
going.
this road, but I'm going to say when we analyze the difference between Baltimore County, where I grew up, and Hartford County, where some other people grew up, I was shocked. Like, I didn't even understand the cultural difference. And just to put it into perspective, right? I grew up with a very diverse group of people. I mean, I had a black dude that lived in a foster home. I had a white dude that was a Christian family. I had another white Jewish friend. I had a black friend from Kenya, like African, immigrated to America. I had a Guatemalan that was adopted. Like, we just had a very interesting dynamic. And then you compare that to people, and I'm not saying you, but like people that went to Falston or Bel Air or other Hartford County schools, and it may be different in today's culture, but it wasn't when we went to school.
When I like moved here, like to the Baltimore area for the first time for college, and working at Bond Street and Fells Point, experiencing like a true city, it was an insane culture shock.
I can't even imagine.
Like, and
I've
that's
been coming
what's
to the
kept-
city since I was a kid.
Bro, it's like what has kept me here, because like, I don't know, like down in Calvert County, one, there's not that much there. I'd argue there's probably more stuff to do in Hartford County.
For sure.
Arguably,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And then like you're a little closer to Baltimore, but the closest city that we had was Annapolis. And then coming up to Baltimore, like all the bars, restaurants, the life that's outside of that area was like, holy shit.
I think this of Baltimore in general, which is there's a lot of places, Annapolis is one of them, but New York City and others, and New Yorkers, you'll argue, but it's a tourist destination filled with people that live and work there. I get that. Baltimore is not a tourist destination. Baltimore is people that live and work and interact, and people from Bel Air might come to Fells Point for Saturday night, but they live here, right? Like, this is the culture that we have. It's the culture that we keep, and it's just very, very, very different from other big cities.
I mean, very different from, I'd argue, any
Southern
place in Maryland.
That doesn't exist.
No. Depends on who you ask. We all know Mike Frank doesn't believe in it.
I definitely don't. All right, so you guys are going to get through to the, we're going to call it the championship round.
I feel like championship round, that's like final two teams.
Well,
let's call it elimination round.
If you're saying that the round that I'm going to play in is the elimination round, that makes me sad. But
well, that's a good thing. You're
qualifiers-
better than half the people
No.
there.
I don't think we're going to get that far.
I don't see, not to throw shade, but I don't see Mike and John getting out of the pool play.
Sometimes I'm not half bad, but when I've played against good players,
You're going to be the reacher.
dude, when you play against a good player, right? Like, they're sinking 2 out of 4.
Yeah.
They're getting three at least bags are getting points. And I'm like, when I'm on a good day, I'm getting 3 bags getting points. But I'm getting like 3 on the board and they're getting 3 in the hole. I'm like, Jesus. Right?
There's going to be a good mix of teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, best.
Well, I'm excited because my aspiration is to get you guys past where you've been in the past.
Yeah,
pun
so-
intended.
Like, do you mean in donations or like?
Yeah.
Like you're doing a
are you gonna
dollar
play-
for dollar match?
Well, I was going to say,
Is that what you
or
said?
are you playing Ryan and then throwing your game so Ryan makes it to the next round?
Oh, yeah, I would do that. I would do that.
Oh, sorry, I missed 10 feet to the right.
My peeps. I couldn't get it on, right?
I think we'd beat them either way.
Ooh, ouch.
Now I'm fingers crossed you guys are both in the same pool.
Low-key, fingers crossed we're in
control
their
that.
pool.
And
could
go
put
to
us
the
in the
Excel
same
sheet
pool,
real
yeah.
quick. delete.
Low-key, I'm excited to be in their pool because I know the other people that go and they're fierce.
Yeah.
Like, it's no joke. I'm not excited. And we're not allowed to bring dogs this year. Correct? We're not correct.
I should know this. I don't think we are.
I don't think
Could you
we
bring
are.
dogs
Yeah,
any year?
yeah
We
previous.
we switched locations this year. We're doing it at the Elks Lodge in Severna Park.
Yeah.
They have the availability to do the tournament inside or outside. Whereas previous years we were just like, all right, we're picking this date and hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been like very windy, but hasn't really rained. It
Yeah.
rained the first year, like as soon as we wrapped up the tournament. So we've been pressing our luck. So
Okay.
we found this new location that will work no matter what the weather is.
Yeah.
Well, and so the hope is that we can fundraise. So our team is donating an Orioles gift basket filled with tickets. I think 2 tickets, Orioles swag.
I have a surprise
cruisers,
gift in there.
beer.
You'll know it's from me.
It's a goose, I'm
Hey,
sure.
what the fuck? A surprise!
How is it supposed to be a surprise? I didn't tell
know.
you. But there's going to be a lot of other things, and if you guys can come and even just support, there's like a $20 to drink or something.
Yeah, there's spectator ticket and then participant ticket.
Perfect. And if anybody wants to drink my beers, you could drink my beers because I'm probably not going to drink that much. But it should be a good opportunity. It is May 3rd.
May 3rd.
At
Severna Park's Elk Lodge.
From?
Elks Lodge. We'll start the tournament probably right around 12.
Okay.
Registration starts at 11.
And what time will it go until?
Usually we're wrapping up between like 3 and 4.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a come and go event. We want people to stick around as long as they can, right? But some people might cut out after the first couple hours.
Yeah.
Is there a trophy?
There is not a trophy, but there is a prize for the winners.
Is there a participation trophy?
There is not. Oh, there is. We got
for our reachers
we
out
got
there.
cups that you can take with you with
Souvenir
logos
cups.
and
For the
all the
reachers.
sponsor logos will be on there. Since
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
right.
are one of the sponsors, you'll be on there. Which thank you again for doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's your participant trophy.
There you go. I'll get you guys a trophy if you come. But anyway, so we're hoping to get a good showing out to that because I know that means a lot to you and to Jordan as well. We appreciate you guys in our business. We also, on the same day, we have Trolley Tour.
Yeah, which is
I didn't realize
which
it was
is
the same
wild.
day.
Yeah,
Same day.
They waited a little while to announce it as well. Like we had your thing in the calendar, and then
Yeah.
in one of our marketing meetings, I don't know if Liv brought it up or me or Mike, but we were just like, oh, very unfortunate,
Yeah.
but they announced
Yeah.
it. So I'll be at the Trolley Tour. It's actually right down the street at Poly.
Again.
And then Michaela will be there. Donnell will be there.
And so if you don't know, Trolley Tour is the opportunity to learn about, hey, I love city life, right? Learn about living in Baltimore City and the grant programs that are available, but don't think that it's exclusive to the city because if you haven't already bought a home, there's a lot of grant programs that are available for the county and the surrounding areas, and a lot of the lender partners will service both. First Home is there, as well as a lot of the local lenders here. There's a $5,000 lottery drawing that if you come to the event and you follow through with all the steps, you can have the opportunity to $5,000 towards your down payment, closing cost, or principal balance once you're all done.
Yeah.
So if you haven't already, go to livebaltimore.com.org.
/ Trolley Tour
Yeah,
probably.
it'll pop
And
up.
then
Yeah.
we also have another event coming up on May 10th. It's our home buyer brunch event over at the Middle River Recreation Center. Be a lot of fun. Expecting a good turnout. So if you're not able to make it to the Trolley Tour, which is, I would say, not as intimate. There's a lot more people, a lot more information overload. This is more of like a relaxed setting, maybe, I don't know, 20, 30, a little bit more people, but very, very relaxed, more, I'm going to say one-on-one, but like you can get a lot more of your questions answered there and gain some more perspective, kind of like almost like an open mic at times, answering questions. So feel free to come out. It's a good time. And again, going over some of the opportunity here in Baltimore. If you guys want to reach out to us for some of these links or follow us on Instagram, hit us up. Let us know what you're interested in. You can find me on Instagram at Christian the Deadhead. And then I want to jump to Ryan. How can they find your events and then also you guys on your platforms or media?
Yep. So we're on Instagram, Kurrle Team, Facebook as well. All of
Okay.
our events and stuff will be posted there, and I'm sure that we could link the event somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then, Mike, how can they find you?
You guys can always reach out to me on Instagram at michael.frank____, or you could go onto our website at frankoliverco.com, get all this information under the additional resources. You can read more about the blog, and you can find out about all of our events that are up and coming, and we certainly look forward to seeing you guys real soon.
Cool. Thanks for coming, Ryan.
Yeah. Thanks
Fun.
for having me. It was a good time.